that's a yeah, we
YouTube and welcome to Wacky Wednesday, the series where I take two things, put them together, and say what's better or what I would rather do. And today we're talking about desktop PCs versus laptop PCs. And once again, guys, this video is pre-recorded, so by the time it's up, I probably won't be here. And I'll be back later, but regardless, let's get straight into it. So let's start off with the desktop. You guys know what a desktop PC is. Pretty much you have the tower, you have your own monitor, blah blah blah. Yes, same old, same old. But let's get straight to it. The first thing with desktop PCs is that they are very upgradable. If you buy a desktop PC like a tower from the shop and you feel as if you need you need more power, you can easily, if you just do a bit of research, you can buy yourself a new CPU, get yourself another graphics card, like an uber fast graphics card. You can get yourself some more RAM or buy the same RAM. There's so many different options, like especially with the RAM, you can get different types of speeds. 1333, which is like average, 1600, 1866, 2133, 2400, blah blah blah, going straight up the spectrum. There's a lot of upgradability with desktop PCs. You can just do anything to it. You can change the case, get a new motherboard, all this stuff. It's amazing. And that all ties in with building your own PC. If you want to spend like considerably less money than buying from retail, and you build your own computer, the kind of stuff you can get for small amounts of money is great, awesome, absolutely beastly. But regardless, let's continue. Another thing is desktop PCs. Normally they are cheaper than laptop PCs for the specifications that you get. It's just cheaper. I think it's more of a labor thing because desktop PCs, the parts, it's not like a laptop where you're condensed and you have to fit all these different components into one small form factor, which is not like the desktop where you're really not limited. So at the end of the day, it's just cheaper to get a desktop PC than to get a laptop for the specifications. Now there'll be certain times where on the laptop, if the laptop is like really small, if it's a special type of laptop, you can get it for like what, 299, like the Chromebook for example. It's not a Windows computer, but it's still a laptop, and you can get it for very cheap, cheaper than most desktops. And anyway, continuing on, the desktop also gives you multiple options for different monitors. For example, on the desktop PCs, if you have the graphics card to support it, you can get like what, three, four monitors right just here. It's beautiful. And since the graphics cards on desktop PCs are much more powerful than the laptop ones, and I'll talk about that next. That means you have the power, the raw power to play games on them as well, and to do, productivity. You can have your Microsoft Word on one screen, you can have Battlefield 4 running on the other, and you can have Facebook on the other screen. And even though that's not going to take a lot of processing power, you get what I mean. Like, on the desktop, the graphics cards are so much more powerful, they can run it easy. While on the laptop side, you can do that. You still can do multi-monitor configurations. However, they will end up costing much more money, and the laptops that can do that and the laptops that can actually handle that, once again, cost much more money than if you would on a desktop, if that makes sense to you guys. But anyway, moving on. Another thing with the desktop PC is multiple graphics card options. You can have up to 4 graphics cards on the PC. You can get, look, let's put that into perspective. 4 graphics cards. It's nuts. I mean, when you get to 3, it starts to become a bit unnecessary. But the fact that you can have like 2, double the power, or it's not necessarily double. I'll talk about SLI scaling in another video. But yeah. You can have 2 of the same graphics card, cross them up, and just have really good performance. You can do that, however, on the laptop. However, the thing is, there's a very small amount of laptops that actually do that and offer that support, and those are Alienwares, and they cost what, more than $1,000. I think what, 1,005, 1,006. The specific ones that have the SLI or Crossfire capabilities, and they just cost a lot of money, and it's just not worth it in the end. While on PC, it's a lot cheaper. Carrying on, the PC has It's easy to fix. Desktop PCs, if you can find a problem, then you can pretty much fix it yourself. Like for example, if there was something wrong with let's look, I'm gonna put this in example right now. There's something wrong with my mate's computer. We know that it's not the graphics card because we ran benchmarks. We know it's not the CPU because the CPU is running fine. It's not throttling. The temperatures are fine. It's not the RAM. We've run a RAM test. So now we've been able to cut down all other like possible errors, and it all leads down to the power supply. So we've come to the conclusion, or I've come to the conclusion, that the power supply is not able to supply enough power to the components, and it's causing his PC to black screen and then completely turn off, in which case he has to actually turn off the switch on the back of the power supply to turn back on, like to turn to get the computer running again. Sorry, so for that stuttering, but yeah, so it's just really easy to fix. You can brainstorm or troubleshoot problems really easily, and yeah. Anyway, getting to the laptop now. The good thing about laptops is that they are great and they're very portable. This has got so many advantages. If you're on the move or if you need to go to school or something like that, laptop is easily the device of choice. I mean, it's so portable. That's the good thing about them. That's the whole point of laptops. It's for its portability. You can take it anywhere. If you're going overseas, you can take it on the plane, watch your favorite movie, play a few games, and yeah, it's the main function of it is to be portable, obviously. Moving on, they are great for schooling. I said this before, but I'll say it again. Here in Australia, I think my grade, I'm in year 10 at the moment. My grade was the last grade to receive actual school laptops to use completely for school, and I love it. It's so much easier doing all my work on the laptops. Sure, you have that the possibility of the hard drive failing, RAM failing, and people at my school, my friends have had problems like that where they've lost all their data, but then again, that's when you have to think about backing stuff up. And then just something like that. That made me go back and think about RAID on the desktop. On the desktop PCs, you can set up this thing called RAID. There's different levels, RAID 0, 1, 5, 10. There's like 3 probably, all this other shit. But what I'm going to talk about right now is RAID 1. RAID 1, you pretty much say you have 4 1 TB hard drives. No, I'm going to be simple. You have 2 1 TB hard drives. RAID 1 will use one of them, so you only get half the actual usability. However, it'll completely back up to the second drive. So each thing you're writing goes to the second drive as well. So if one of the hard drive fails, you know that other hard drive is still there. You keep all your info and you're all good. So yeah, you can do that on laptops, but once again, a price thing. It costs so much more money. But anyway, getting back to the point. Laptops, they're good for people who love their beds. If you're the kind of person that just can't be bothered, you just like to chill out on your bed, maybe just watching a bit of YouTube or a bit of other stuff, wink wink, then the laptop is great. You just have it on your lap, though watch out you don't melt your balls with the radiation coming off it. But carrying on, it's great. It's nice to have it there, just sitting on your lap, just browsing through without having to actually get up, sit on the chair. This sounds so fucking lazy, but you guys get what I mean. It's good. And anyway, a few of the disadvantages of a laptop. They are more expensive for the specs. I said this a few minutes ago, but it's just way more expensive for the specs you get. It's just not worth it a lot of the time, especially the Alienware laptops. It's the biggest rip-off. I mean, some of the stuff you get, I look at the price and I can be like, wow, I can get a PC that's 2, 3 times more powerful on the desktop side and not pay near as much as that. And another disadvantage of the laptop is they're not easy to fix at all. Laptops are hard to fix. If you have a broken laptop, chances are you're gonna have to take it in. The real, the honestly, it is very very hard. You guys know laptops to take them apart. You have to completely you need to disassemble the keyboard, take the battery at the bottom out, completely. It's a really tough process, and you got to be really careful. It's not like the PC where you just go to your tower, undo 2 thumb screws, take it off, and there you've got all your components there to see. On a laptop, it's a very hard process, and it's very dangerous. You can easily screw your computer up by opening it up, not aware of your surroundings, not aware of anti-static and all that shit. So laptops, they're hard to fix by yourself. If you take it into like Toshiba, HP, Lenovo, Compaq, well, whatever company you took it to, then they'll fix it. But just fixing yourself for little problems. It's tough, guys. It's tough. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Wacky Wednesday, and I will see you guys later. Comment down below what you prefer, laptops or desktops, and why. Thank you. Goodbye.